Before we get into the story about Mae Jemison, I just want us to look at a few short examples of descriptive text. That way we know what we can look out for. Let's face it, onions have a less than stellar reputation. However, there are a handful of instances where onions have made it into the spotlight. If you've seen any of the Shrek movies, you can probably picture the onion shaped carrots that Shrek and Fiona use for travel. You may also remember Shrek telling Donkey that ogres are like onions. They have many layers. Holes, a Newbery award winning book by Louis Satcher, which later became a hit movie, also features onions. In the book, the main characters, Stanley and Zero, would not have survived if they hadn't found a stash of onions to eat. I love that book. I love that movie. They're one of my absolute favorites. Have you heard of the Onion Song by Marvin Gaye? It was released in 1969 and it became so popular in Great Britain that it reached number 9 on the singles chart. If books, songs, and movies continue to feature onions in a positive light, perhaps someday onions will have the good reputation they deserve. So, this is a short descriptive passage about onions and how they are featured in a positive light in movies and songs. Let's look at one more. When most people see an onion, they assume that the onion will be eaten. However, creative people have found additional purposes for the common onion. Some of these uses may even surprise you. Did you know that onions repel insects? Therefore, some people rub onion on their skin or clothes as an earth-friendly alternative to bug spray. So that is descriptive there. You can imagine someone rubbing the onion on their skin and on their clothes. Likewise, leaving a bowl of raw onion slices sitting on your kitchen counter can ward off ants. Again, you can close your eyes and picture a bowl of onions sitting on a kitchen counter. Other people use onions to polish metal. They just crush an onion, combine it with water, and rub the mixture on metal surfaces until the metal looks spick and span. Did you know that you can use an onion to absorb unwanted smells? For example, leaving a bowl filled with water and raw onion slices in a newly painted room overnight can result in fewer remaining paint fumes the next day. The next time you see an onion, you may want to consider using it in one of its lesser known ways. Or be creative. Maybe you'll be the next person to find an alternative use for the onion. So here again we have this descriptive text telling us about the different ways the onions could be used other than just eating it.